Welcome back to Top Coin. Could a simple quarter from your pocket be worth hundreds, even thousands, of dollars today? What if I told you that a humble 25-cent coin from the year 2007, minted right here in the United States of America, could change your life with one lucky find? Welcome to another deep dive episode, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your loose change. Today, we're exploring the fascinating history, design, and real market value of the 2007 United States $quarter coin. So grab your magnifying glass and get ready to go treasure hunting, because this story is one you don't want to miss. Now, 2007 wasn't just any year for coin collectors. It marked the continuation of one of the most ambitious and beloved programs in United States mint history, the 50-state quarters program. Launched in 1999 and concluding in 2008, this program released unique quarter designs for each of the 50 states, one at a time, celebrating America's diverse heritage, geography, and values. In the year 2007, 5 iconic state quarters were released: Montana with the skull of a bison and the phrase Big Sky Country, Washington showcasing the majestic Chinook salmon leaping before Mount Rainier, Idaho featuring the peregrine falcon and the state's motto, Esto Perpetuo, Wyoming with its rugged cowboy on a bucking bronco, a symbol of the Wild West, Utah commemorating the Golden Spike. Uniting the Transcontinental Railroad, each of these quarters carries its own artistic flair and symbolic meaning. But beyond their beautiful designs, some of these coins, especially those with certain minting errors, are now worth a lot more than just 25 cents. Before we get into the juicy details of which ones are valuable, let's understand how these coins were made. Each quarter from 2007 was struck at one of 3 United States mints: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia carry no mint mark, those from Denver are marked with a small d, and coins from San Francisco show an S mint mark and are usually proof coins made for collectors. Now here's where things get exciting. Certain 2007 quarters, especially those with errors, can fetch astonishing prices at auctions and among collectors. Let's talk about the rare error coins. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die, where the design elements like letters or images appear doubled due to a misalignment during minting. A 2007 D Washington quarter with a visible doubling on E pluribus unum has sold for over $500 in pristine condition. There are also off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned and only partially appears on the coin. Depending on how dramatic the off-center error is, these coins can go from $50 to several $100s, especially if the date is still visible. And then there's the holy grail of quarter errors, the wrong planchet error. This is when a quarter is struck on a metal blank meant for a different denomination. Imagine a 2007 quarter struck on a nickel planchet, or even a penny blank. These coins are extremely rare and can sell for $1,000 or more depending on condition and visibility. Now you might be wondering, how do I know if I have a valuable 2007 quarter? Start by looking at the mint mark, then closely inspect the coin under a magnifying glass. Look for any irregularities in the letters, dates, or images. Check both sides of the coin, the obverse, which features George Washington, and the reverse, which displays the unique state design. Even without errors, proof coins from 2007 can be worth something if they are in top condition. These are the coins with a mirror-like background and frosted details, minted in San Francisco. A complete 2007 proof set can be worth $20 to $30 or more, depending on the market. Another valuable factor? Grading. Coins graded by professional companies like PCGS or NGC are authenticated and assigned a grade on a 70-point scale. A 2007 quarter graded MS-67 or higher is considered near perfect and could easily sell for $50 to $300 or more, depending on the state and demand. As of now, in 2025, the market for these coins is very much alive. On eBay, 2007 quarters with verified mint errors are routinely listed and sold for hundreds of dollars. Coin shows and dealers report increasing interest from new collectors, especially in the state quarters series, which is now seen as a gateway for modern numismatics. To summarize, here's what you should look out for if you want to spot a high-value 2007 quarter. coins with doubling or misprints off-center strikes with the date visible, quarters struck on the wrong plancha-proof coins in pristine condition, especially from San Francisco high-grade examples, especially MS-66, MS-67, and above. You may think a quarter is just 25 cents. But when you hold a 2007 state quarter in your hand, you're holding a piece of American history, craftsmanship, and culture. And if you're lucky, you might also be holding a hidden treasure worth a small fortune. So next time you get change at the store, take a closer look. Check the year. Look at the design. Inspect every detail. Because in the world of coins, it's often the smallest flaws that lead to the biggest paydays. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2007 $quarter coin, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more numismatic discoveries, and ring the bell so you never miss a valuable coin alert. Drop a comment below if you found any rare 2007 quarters or if you have a story to share. Who knows, your next video request might be our next upload. Thanks for watching, and keep hunting those coins! Let's start with the basics. The 2001 $quarter is part of the famous 50-state quarters program, which was launched by the United States Mint in 1999 and ran through 2008. Each year, 5 new quarters were released, each honoring a different U.S. state. In 2001, 5 states were featured on the reverse of the quarter: New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Kentucky. Each of these quarters was minted in large numbers, but that doesn't mean they're all worthless. Each quarter bears the familiar obverse, that's the front, with the image of George Washington. This portrait has been used on quarters since 1932, but the reverse, or back, is what changed for each state. These designs reflect important symbols, figures, and landmarks from each state's history. The first step in determining if your 2001 quarter is valuable is to look at the mint mark, those tiny letters located just below the motto "I in God We Trust" on the obverse side of the coin. If your coin has AP, it was minted in Philadelphia. If it has AD, it was minted in Denver. And if you're lucky enough to have one with an S, it came from the San Francisco Mint, and most likely it's a proof coin, which is highly collectible. Proof coins were made for collectors. They were struck using special dies, often more than once, and have a mirror-like finish. These coins weren't meant for circulation, so if you've got a 2001 S-proof quarter in your pocket change, that's a very rare find. Now, let's talk money. Most 2001 quarters are worth face value, 25 cents. But not all. Some have errors, variations, or high grades that make them very desirable in the collector's market. Here are a few things that could make your 2001 quarter worth a lot more. Some 2001 quarters were struck with die errors, mistakes made during the minting process. These include things like double die errors. These coins show doubling in the letters or numbers, especially on the date or the motto. Some examples have sold for over $300 depending on condition. Off-center strikes. If the coin was struck off-center, part of the design might be missing or shifted. These errors can sell for anywhere from $50 to $250, depending on the severity and visibility. Clipped planchets. This happens when a blank piece of metal is not properly cut. These mistakes can be quite valuable to collectors. Collectors go wild for coins in top condition. A 2001 quarter that's graded MS-67 or higher, that's mint state, near perfect, by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can fetch between $75 to over $500, especially if it's a rare state or a proof version. The 2001 S silver proofs are also very desirable. These are made of 90% silver and are worth much more than their face value due to both their silver content and collector demand. A pristine silver proof can sell for $20 to $40. And sometimes more if slabbed and graded high. Here's a breakdown of some of the most valuable 2001 quarters to look for. 2001 S silver proof Vermont quarter, up to $40 or more in pristine condition. 2001 P New York quarter with double die reverse. Value can exceed $3002001 D Rhode Island quarter with off-center error, between $75 and $2002001 S Kentucky proof quarter, deep cameo, up to $50 if graded high. 2001 North Carolina quarter MS68. Known sales near $1,000. Yes, you heard that right. $1,000 for a single quarter in top-tier condition. You don't need to be a numismatic expert to check if your quarter is worth something. Start with a good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and look closely at the details. Check for sharpness of the strike. Are all the details crisp and clean? Any signs of doubling on the numbers or letters? Odd shapes, such as partial coins, off-center designs, or extra metal mint mark location. Make sure it matches normal production. Next, compare your coin to known varieties and recent sales. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and PCGS can give you an idea of what similar coins are going for. If you think your coin is rare or in great condition, consider sending it to a grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, for professional authentication and grading. A certified grade can drastically increase its market value. As of June 2025, the coin market is still going strong, especially for state quarters. Collectors are still trying to complete sets, and they're willing to pay premium prices for coins in excellent condition or with rare features. Online marketplaces show that top-graded 2001 quarters are still in demand, with values ranging from $20 to over $1,000 depending on grade, mint, and errors. Silver-proof sets from 2001 continue to rise in value thanks to increasing silver prices and collector interest. So next time you're about to toss your spare change into a jar or vending machine, take a second to look at your quarters. Especially if it's from 2001. Because that small, ordinary-looking coin might be a tiny treasure just waiting to be discovered. From rare mint errors to high-grade proofs and silver content, the 2001 quarter is more than just a piece of change. It's a piece of American history that could be worth a fortune. If you found this video helpful or learned something new today, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on future videos about rare coins and collectibles. And hey, drop a comment below. Do you have a 2001 quarter in your collection? Let us know which state and mint mark you've got. Have you ever checked your loose change and wondered if one of those everyday coins could actually be worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars? If you've got a quarter from the year 2013, stay right where you are, because in this video, we are going deep into the astonishing world of the 2013 United States $quarter coin. From historical background to secret minting errors, from collector demand to real market values today, we're uncovering every detail you need to know about this seemingly ordinary coin that might just make you rich. So, grab your coin jar, check your pockets, and prepare to look at your quarters with brand new eyes. Because one of them could be the jackpot you didn't even know you were holding. To understand why the 2013 quarters are special, we have to travel back in time, not just to 2013, but all the way to 2010. That's when the United States Mint launched the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series designed to celebrate national parks and historic sites from all across the 50 states, U.S. territories, and the District of Columbia. In 2013, 5 unique designs were released under this historic program. Each coin featured a different national park or site on the reverse side while maintaining George Washington's iconic portrait on the obverse. The 2013 designs honored White Mountain National Forest in New Hampshire, Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial in Ohio, Great Basin National Park in Nevada, Fort McHenry National Monument, and Historic Shrine in Maryland, Mount Rushmore National Memorial in South Dakota. Each of these designs tells a story of peace, of preservation, of victory, and of monumental history. But some of these quarters are worth far more than their face value, depending on one critical factor: their rarity. Each 2013 quarter was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. You can tell where your coin came from by looking for the tiny mint mark on the obverse. To the right of Washington's ponytail. AP means it was made in Philadelphia. AD stands for Denver and S indicates the San Francisco Mint. Now here's the secret: San Francisco quarters were not released for general circulation. They were created only for collectors and sold in special sets. That means if you find an S Mint 2013 quarter out in the wild, you've stumbled upon something rare. But mint marks aren't the only thing that determines a coin's value. Condition, errors, low mintage numbers, and even market demand from collectors can dramatically influence what someone might pay for your coin. Let's talk about the hidden treasure most people miss: error coins. Some 2013 quarters have been found with fascinating minting errors that make them ultra valuable to collectors. These include double die errors, where parts of the design appear duplicated due to a printing mistake, off-center strikes, where the coin is not aligned correctly in the minting press, clipped planchets, coins that were struck on incomplete metal blanks, die cracks and cuts, raised lines or blobs on the coin caused by a damaged die. One particularly valuable 2013 error coin features a Mount Rushmore design with a prominent die chip near Washington's eye, giving it the nickname Teardrop Washington. Depending on the condition, this small detail has caused coins to sell for $100 or more on auction websites. Another sought-after variation is the S-mint-proof coin struck in silver. These were sold directly to collectors and never intended for everyday use. If you have a 2013 silver-proof quarter, especially in high-grade condition, it could be worth $20 to $40 or more, and that's just the beginning. Now you're probably wondering, how much are these quarters actually selling for today? Let's break it down. In the current coin market of 2025, the demand for high-quality 2013 quarters, especially graded coins, is stronger than ever. Here are some real figures. A 2013 P White Mountain quarter in perfect MS67 condition can sell for $75 to $200. A 2013 D Great Basin quarter with a dramatic off-center strike sold recently for over $300. A 2013 S Silver-proof Mount Rushmore quarter, still sealed, fetched $45 to $65 at a collector auction. Error coins like die cracks or double strikes can sell from $50 all the way up to $500, depending on the visibility and rarity of the mistake. And here's the kicker: coins in circulation can still turn up with hidden errors, and most people never even notice them. If you're getting excited and ready to go treasure hunting in your own coin collection, here's what you should do: sort your quarters by year. Isolate all from 2013. Check the reverse design to determine which park or memorial is depicted. Look for the mint mark, S, D, or P. Examine carefully for unusual patterns, double lines, odd bumps, misalignments, or cracks. If you find anything suspicious or unique, use a magnifying glass and consider comparing with known error examples online. For high potential coins, consider submitting them to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC to get a certified value. Remember, even minor details can make a massive difference in coin value. So, is your 2013 quarter worth thousands? It absolutely could be. While most common quarters are still only worth 25 cents, there are plenty of exceptions hiding in plain sight. Rare mid-errors, limited edition proofs, silver compositions, and pristine grades can all turn that simple quarter into a collector's dream. The best part? These coins are still out there, in pocket change, in old jars, in bank rolls, in drawers. All you need is a careful eye and a bit of knowledge. So next time you get a quarter back from the grocery store, don't toss it aside. That simple piece of metal could carry history, mystery, and even money. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more deep dives into rare coins, valuable currency, and hidden treasures in your everyday life, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a chance to strike it rich. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare quarter or have a 2013 coin you want to learn more about. We might feature your coin in our next episode. If you're a coin collector, history enthusiast, or someone just curious about the money we use every day, you're in for a real treat. Because today, we're diving into the story of a coin that most of us have probably seen 100 times without realizing what it's really worth. I'm talking about the 2015 United States $quarter coin. That's right, what looks like just another quarter might actually be worth far more than 25 cents. In some cases, these coins have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So buckle up, grab your magnifying glass, and let's explore the rich history, rare errors, and surprising value of the 2015 quarter. You'll never look at your spare change the same way again. Let's start with the basics. The $quarter, commonly called the quarter, is a denomination of United States currency worth 25 cents. In 2015, the United States Mint continued its America the Beautiful Quarters program, which began in 2010 and ran through 2021. This program was designed to celebrate national parks and historic sites across the country, with 5 unique quarter designs released each year. So in 2015, there were 5 different quarters released, and each one tells a unique story. These quarters include Homestead National Monument of America, Nebraska Kisatchie National Forest, Louisiana Blue Ridge Parkway, North Carolina Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge, Delaware Saratoga National Historical Park, New York. Each of these coins features a beautifully detailed reverse design that represents the heritage and natural beauty of the site it honors. On the front, they all share the familiar profile of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan, which has been a staple of the quarter since 1932. When it comes to coin collecting, mint marks are essential. The mint mark tells you where the coin was produced. The 2015 quarters were struck at 3 different U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, P. Denver, D. San Francisco, S. Now here's the interesting part. While Philadelphia and Denver coins are found in general circulation, the San Francisco minted coins were not released into circulation and were only made for collectors. This means that 2015 S quarters, especially in uncirculated or proof condition, can be worth significantly more than face value. Now here's where it gets even more exciting. Some 2015 quarters are highly sought after not because of where they were minted, but because of minting errors that occurred during production. These errors are often accidental, but to collectors, they can turn a common coin into a rare gem. Here are some of the most valuable 2015 quarter errors you should be on the lookout for. In this error, the design elements on the coin appear doubled, especially around the text or images. The 2015 Homestead quarter is known for having several DDR, double die reverse errors. Look closely at the windows and the water pump. If you see signs of doubling, your coin could be worth $50, $100, or even more, depending on the severity and condition. If a coin is not properly centered during minting, you might see an image that's noticeably off. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin becomes, particularly if the date and mint mark are still visible. Sometimes, during the minting process, the dies that stamp the coins develop cracks or breaks. These can cause raised lines or blobs of metal to appear on the finished coin. Collectors love these quirky mistakes, and some 2015 quarters with prominent die breaks have sold for over $200. The standard quarter is made with a copper core and a copper nickel clad layer. Occasionally, a quarter may be missing this clad layer on one side, giving it a distinct coppery appearance. This kind of error can fetch hundreds of dollars if authenticated. Alright, now for the part you've been waiting for. How much money could your 2015 quarter really be worth today? Let's break it down by type. Most 2015 quarters you find in your pocket change are worth, well, 25 cents. But if they're in near perfect condition, known as MS, mint state, 65 or higher, they can be worth a few dollars to serious collectors. These can range from $10 to over $150 depending on how dramatic the doubling is and the coin's overall condition. Proof coins are specially made for collectors with a mirror-like finish. If you have a 2015 S silver-proof quarter, it's made of 90% silver and can be worth $10 to $25 or more, depending on silver prices and condition. These are the jackpot finds. Coins with major mint errors can sell from $50 up to several $100s, especially if certified by a grading service like PCGS or NGC.so. How do you go about finding these valuable coins? Well, the good news is, you don't need to go on a treasure hunt. Start by checking your pocket change and coin jars at home, asking for rolled coins at banks and searching through them, visiting flea markets or garage sales, buying unsearched coin lots online, trading with other collectors. If you think you've found something special, the next step is to get it graded and authenticated by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can significantly increase a coin's resale value. Then, you can list your coin for sale on sites like eBay, heritage auctions, or coin dealer websites. Just make sure you're realistic with your pricing and provide clear photos of the coin. To wrap it all up, the 2015 United States quarter dollar is more than just a piece of change. It's a part of American history, a work of miniature art, and in some cases, a hidden treasure. Whether it's the Homestead quarter with its fascinating DDR errors or a rare San Francisco proof coin, these quarters prove that you don't need to spend a fortune to collect something valuable. So next time you get change back from the store, take a closer look. That ordinary-looking quarter might just be worth hundreds of dollars, if you know what to look for. If you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more hidden coin secrets, values, and history. Let me know in the comments if you've found any 2015 quarters with errors or interesting features. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, happy coin hunting, and remember, every coin has a story. All you have to do is look closely enough to find it.